What up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, L Teddy 27.
What's good tonight? Right about the hood.
Oh, dear God, I'm already eating a drink.
Look a damn mess. Just a damn mess. No means no, and yes means no. What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? It's me, L Teddy 27, and I am back. I don't know what this is on my damn shirt. Damn, look like almost like cum stains or some shit. The fuck? I wonder if no, that's not cum stains, because I wouldn't use this shirt for that. Anyway, I don't know what that is. I'm back for another review. I'm back. This is going to be our review for Chasing Atlanta. This is season 4. It is episode 7. It is entitled Pull Out the Receipts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was not here for this episode. It got on my nerves. I fell asleep halfway through. Woke back up. Tried to rewind and saw that I didn't miss nothing. So I went back to where I was. I think I fell asleep again, but I think I fell asleep with my eyes open this time. It was not good. We start off with Oliver at some photo shoot for Sephora. He invites Troy and Lauren over so they can mend fences. So basically, this is about to be the Kumbaya episode. We're trying to be peacemakers for everything and everybody. That doesn't go well. We'll talk about that more a little later. Troy comes. He tells Oliver the next time I throw a punch for you and you don't throw not one punch in the whole skirmish, it's going to be me and you. Child, I get what you thought he was going to do, Troy. Why are you fighting for somebody else? First of all, that's the first rule. If that ain't your day one, your ace, your whoever, your ride or die, who you know, y'all finna be squaring up in the paint, you ain't supposed to be fighting for nobody else. You let them handle their own business and you stand to the side like Travis and eat your food. That's your fault, Troy. That ain't Oliver's fault. You knew he wasn't gonna do nothing. Girl, boom. Lauren finally comes. And Troy and Lauren, they talk it out. Lauren apologizes and then they reconcile. What this sounds like to me, you know what this conversation sounded like? A bunch of backpedaling and pussy popping. That's all it was, a bunch of backpedaling and pussy popping. Lauren, you be all in these confessionals and you be all in the green screens, rah, and talking all of this nonsense. You get in front of the people and now all of a sudden you backpedaling and pussy popping off this shit. Girl, where's this same energy, honey? Real girls do real things. Anybody can tell you. When they meet me, I'm the same L Teddy, on screen, off screen. The same energy I had on screen is the same energy I'm going to have off screen. Just like I tell y'all on screen, I'm not fighting and carrying on. Off screen, I'm not fighting and carrying on either. I will shoot you, but I'm not fighting and carrying on. I'm just saying, if I'm going to talk my shit on screen, I'm going to talk my shit off screen. When I see you, bitch, you know you ain't shit, right? You really do know that, right? I tell people that all the time. They be wanting to fight me. Girl, I told you I don't fight, girl. All I do is shoot. Now, you want to bring fists to a gunfight, girl, and you're going to get blown off the earth. And they're going to have whole ass hashtags about you. Girl, it is what it is. But it just seems like a lot of backpedaling and pussy popping. Lauren then plays them some conversation that she done recorded between her and Kendra. Where Kendra said basically, oh, I want to apologize to you because me and you ain't got no real beef. And I ain't really got no issue with you. And we good. And I don't want there to be nothing between us. Everybody at this point is backpedaling and pussy popping. Because at the dinner, Kendra was saying, oh, her biggest problem was Lauren and Q. Now, magically, you ain't got no real problem or no real issues with Q. And it's like I said last episode, Kendra has converted Oliver into, Oliver has become the embodiment of everything that she's going through. Even if he don't have nothing to do with it, she, in her mind, it's like he's a voodoo doll almost. And he's a voodoo doll representing everything that she's ever gone through from the time she was farted out of her mom's cooch until now. And so now he's the voodoo doll. She's just going to push him with pins every time she sees him or every time she feels slighted, even if he's not the cause of it. That's what it is, because I just can't make no whatever. excuse me, Oliver goes to the park with his mom. He tells her about the fight. Now, Mama Twix was giving me life. I live for her because when she said, "Who beat up Kendra and them?" Oh, Troy. What's his cash app? Because I need to see. I can tell. Oliver mama is from South Florida. That's a South Florida mama. I'm trying to tell you what I know. They don't give a fuck. They ain't here to try to be PC. They ain't trying to be here to play nice. Bitch, you hit my child. Bitch, you gonna get hit too. Girl, I was here for him. His boyfriend came. I fell asleep during that part. Child, I don't really get into the bears, growler, all of that good stuff. Not that I have a problem with bears, growlers, and all. There is a space, time, and opportunity for all of them. That's just not my judge. So I let Oliver and his boyfriend and all of they got going on. Y'all going on over there. I don't know over there now, dude. What y'all do over there now? I don't play around with y'all. Anyway, Lauren and Cameron have a sit down. Here's another kumbaya moment. The kumbaya moments was getting on my nerves. They talk it out, and basically it was a bunch of nothing. We was mad at each other for nothing. You ain't called me, I ain't called you, so I was mad because you ain't called. Girl, whatever. Have a drink, get over it. Dominique comes. Dominique is all over the place. Dominique is just Dominique. The word for you is erratic. 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 That's what you are. You're all over the place. You're that car on the highway that's just going in between lane and lane and lane and lane. You're just talking all over the place. I mean, you talking good about your sister in one breath, then you talking bad about your sister in another breath. Then in one breath, oh, I'm here for my sister. In another breath, well, I understand why you did that to my sister. And, oh, I ain't even let my sister stay with me. Well, girl, what is your problem? Why are you even talking about this? If you know your sister ain't shit, because I'm a big brother, and I know my sister ain't shit. So if somebody come to me and tell me, I had to put your sister, I probably would be like, that sounds believable, because I know she ain't shit. I know my sister. If you know your sister, what are we talking about? If you know it really wasn't that big of a deal, first of all, there was no reason for you to even communicate all of that stuff about your sister to Oliver in the beginning. Because I guarantee you, this is not your first iteration of seeing and meeting Oliver. And even if it was, Oliver is the type of person who, within the first 38 seconds of meeting him, you immediately say, I don't need to tell this bitch too much because she look messy. That's just the energy Oliver gives off. Love Oliver to death. Great people. But the energy that he gives off is, Mama is messy. I need to watch what I tell her. And maybe that's one of the flaws that you have, Dominic. You might need to watch what you say to people and not tell everybody all your business, dear one. Love bug. I'm just saying. Because Lauren ended up calling Oliver to clear it up. Because I told y'all, go all the way back to my review of episode 1. I said it. When Oliver carried the bone to Lauren about what Dominique said, he did not carry it with the same energy that Dominique gave it to him. He carried it to Lauren in a messy way that would make Lauren feel some kind of way and make Lauren feel like Dominique had a real problem with her. And that's not how Dominique communicated that to Oliver. But it's like I said, Dominique, you shouldn't have told Oliver nothing about that. You should have just, when Oliver asked you, oh, do you know Lauren? Well, I saw her on the show. I know she's from Birmingham, but we ain't kept walking. We weren't in the same circles. We ain't really hang out. So I don't know her like that. And left it at that. I ain't got no beef for her. She ain't got no beef with me, and just kept it moving. Just kept it moving. Anyway, but this is Oliver, his messiness. Because like I told y'all back in episode 1, he carried the bone in a messy manner. Moving on. But they have this fake, and I'm going to definitely call that this fake reconciliation, where there was this half-ass hug and this bullshit. Oliver goes to the studio. He's doing a remix for Monique Samuel's song Drag Queens that she made for Candace after she drugged Candace. And he invites Rico over to the studio. So then they worked on some song together. So then Rico starts to go and talk to Oliver about the whole situation with Kendra and how, oh, y'all both was wrong. Y'all both had a part in this and this, that, and the third. And let me say this. Rico, if these two grown people over here windmilling, you need to stay out of it, dear one. Because when you always over here trying to be the peacemaker, that never ends well. It never ends well. One party or both parties a lot of time ends up feeling slighted because they always feel like you're taking the other person's side more than you're taking theirs. They always feel like you don't see their side as much as you should, or vice versa. And so you over here trying to play peacemaker and trying to reconcile these people. Honey, you going over there and let the windmill. You say, girl, that ain't my problem. I'm over here with my issues. Y'all going over there with that carrying on? Because I'm going to be over here doing this. I'm telling you, you just getting into this group. These not your Judies. These ain't your ride or dies. These ain't people that done came up with you and done grinded with you and all of that. These are new punks, ATL punks. Girl, you playing way too many games. Girl, ain't no reconciliation and no peacemaker. You look at them from afar, and you laugh, and you pick at them for a little bit, and you keep it moving. But you'll find out. Then they do some song, and I like this song. I like, the rap song. I think both Oliver and Rico are very talented in the rap game. I really love what they do on the microphone. That I will not take away from either one of them. Love it, what Oliver does on the mic. Love what Rico does on the mic. Oliver did try to shade Rico a little bit, but I ain't gonna lie, Oliver. Rico was riding. Now Rico was on that mic riding. You can't take it away from him. Anyway, so then Dominique invites Oliver and Rico over for dinner because they're the only two in the group. They're the only three in the group that got men, that got boyfriends. So he invites them over for a triple date. Child, Oliver cooked the food. This grace that Oliver said, I was like, girl, Oliver, you about to send us all to hell with this grace for child. So then Dominique ends up bringing up the situation about Oliver carrying a bone to Lauren. Rico did what he tried to do again, trying to be peacemaker. And I just told you, Rico, that's never going to end well. That's a recipe for disaster. You didn't try to hear it. Child, it turned into a big thing. Some about somebody's sister got shot, somebody's cousin got shot. I'm sad, I'm broke down, I'm busted, disgusted. People start crying. You know how when you get these punks around each other, girl, and they over here crying and carrying on and all that. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this whole dinner turned into a fiasco. First of all, Dominique, wrong timing, bad place. Dominique, you at a dinner, y'all done brought y'all significant others. Let the girls fight amongst the girls. When you bring your man over, you leave that with just the girls. Now your man is there. Y'all have a nice sit down dinner. Y'all kiki, kaka, all of that good shit. Have a good laugh, have a good drink, have a good meal. And you save all of that shit between you and Oliver for when it's just the girls, not when you got your man there. Because how you think Oliver's man is gonna feel when you sitting over here coming at him like that? Ain't nobody man gonna sit up there and settle for that. Ain't nobody man gonna put up with that. Wrong timing, bad place, dear one. You messed up your own event. You can't blame nobody but yourself. A mess. Y'all two, first of all, the antics and carrying on of these girls is way beneath where it should be. Y'all be doing shit like y'all is 16, 17, 18, 19, as opposed to being in y'all 30s or late 20s. Definitely, if you over the age of 25, certain things you should just know. I'm sorry. And all of this carrying on y'all had, child, all this crying and carrying, girl, if y'all, it went off from there. Baby, they was crying and carried on. They had a whole lot going on. And I was just like, girl, what? What you crying? Child, Rico boyfriend started crying. Oliver went in the other room and his boyfriend had to go get him. And I'm sitting there watching this like Dominique boyfriend like, what is going on? Because I don't understand what's happening. What is happening? It was a horrible episode. This episode was awful. Listen, y'all gonna have to do better than this chasing Atlanta. This is awful. Now, I probably would venture to guess that it was awful because we saw more of Lauren this episode, and at this point, she doesn't make for great television. She just doesn't. Get her off my television screen. I'm just saying. Until next week, that's all I got for y'all. It was a mess, a damn mess. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.